Hello, viewers. I'm SB.
And I'm Amabel.
That's true. And welcome to Excavation Earth, which is a board game that we're playing digitally on the internet because it's the future.
We're going to excavate this earth, baby.
We're going to excavate this Earth. Earth, which used to be a place where beings lived, theoretically. Not so much. Not for a very long time, it would seem. So we have come here to this empty Earth to discover all of the precursor society's incredible artifacts, like ooh and ah. This is a game by one of my favorite designers, whose name I should have looked up how it's pronounced. David is, I don't know how his name is pronounced.
Turczi.
It's going to be something like that. I think it might be, yeah. It's similar to that. He does great work. He does really, like, he's a designer on Anachrony. He's a designer on Voidfall. Just like a lot of stuff that I'm really into. And this is, so far, Amabel's favorite of his games. So we thought we'd do a little bit of this for y'all. Because this game is extremely rad.
Which he designed with two other people, I believe.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of co-design stuff. I don't know that it's just his name on anything that he's done.
Okay.
He tends to work with people.
I can't imagine.
No, I know you can't. To be clear, Amabel has design credits on 70-ish, something like that, board games. Not a lot of co-design in there, right? Like,
there's one co-design.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a game that is played over 3 rounds, and our goal over the course of these 3 rounds is just to accumulate as many space dollar credits as creaturally possible. Our money is the score, so every time we are paying money for a thing, we are just raw paying victory points. It feels bad every single time. So we're just going to go back and forth, taking turns. On a player's turn, they take 2 actions, and every time we want to take an action, it will cost one of these cards from our hands. And we will just play basically until we run out of cards 3 times. And that's the end. We have a reminder card here that is a little difficult to parse if you've not played the game before, explaining what the actions are. Don't worry, we're going to explain it all as we go here. Nobody will be left behind. But these are the basic action types. So we have these player pawns on the board that will fly around Earth, going to excavation sites, returning to markets to sell our goods to prospective buyers. That's all these little meeples at the top of the table are our buyers. And so all of the actions basically facilitate that process in one way or another. I don't want to start with a big teach, you know? I want to kind of go. So, like I said, by the end of the first round here, you will know exactly how this game works. But this is traditionally the way we do the things. So, yeah, you can see down here the initiative order. Blue, that is my hand, going first. And so at the beginning of the game, each player gets 1 explorer token at markets number 1 and 4, and also 1 other explorer token that they get to place on the board at any site of their choosing. Okay, so we have over here the buyer market, an easy way of keeping track of what the demand is for various resources. Basically, the fewer buyers there are on this board, the more of them there are out in the markets looking for the things. And so I'm reading a lot of interest in these teal goods, the red goods as well. Let's place our new explorer right here, I think. And I'm going to take 2 actions. My action number the first is going to be travel. So when you take a travel action, the only part of the card that matters is these little fuel symbols. You can see we have a couple of cards that we will get back at the beginning of each new round that are just fuel, but then also all of our colorful action cards have fuel on them as well. I want to make a pretty simple action here, so we're just going to I'm going to play 2 fuel. So each fuel, as you might imagine, allows a token to move a single time. That's going to be 1 and 2, moving along the little black lines, obviously. And then we're going to take a an excavation action. So when you travel, you're just bumping along. When you excavate, the thing that matters is the color of the card. I want to excavate teal. This is probably no big surprise to Amabel. So
it is not.
When we take the excavate action, we're allowed to pick up 2 artifacts of the color of the card that we use to play the action, but they must come from sites where you have an explorer, and if you're picking up 2, they must come from different sites. So I can grab this and this. And when we take artifacts, we put them into our hold over here. You can see there are 3 spaces that are white or black, and then 3 spaces that are black. This is for black market goods. This is where you smuggle stuff. The other spaces in the hold can hold all kinds of things. So let's just pop over to my player board here where I set a custom camera. All right, so here's our new goods. Every time you take a good into your hold for basically any reason, you are allowed to take a sample of it and store that sample in your gallery. To illustrate this, we take a cube of our player color and mark the correct column and row combination. So like this is the teal lightning bolt, and this is the teal almost a circle. Okay. At the end of the game, we're going to receive a bonus of credits for each column and row, depending on how filled out they are. And also, the first time each game that you fill a column, you get to draw a card, which means you get to take more actions on that turn. So that's obviously kind of a big deal. But yeah, that I think is it. That is all there is to a travel and excavate turn. So, Amabel, it is your up.
Okay. So I'm gonna put my little alien.
There are player powers, by the way, that modify the things. We'll talk about the player powers in a second here.
Oh, we talk about mine almost immediately.
Okay.
In fact,
oh yes, because
so mine at the beginning of each of my turns, I can move one of my explorers by 1 location at no cost. And I am definitely doing that, moving 1 location here. Okay. And that's not one of my 2 actions. That's just me moving.
No,
because of my power.
That's handy. That's a very efficient.
All right. Which of these? Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna use this card here.
Okay.
To excavate.
Sure.
And I'm gonna get these 2 tokens. Now, what was that thing you told me about again, where I clicked more than one thing? What is that called?
Click on one of them and then shift-click the other one to have them both selected.
That's amazing. You said that's been around for a while.
Yeah, that's a pretty basic windowed toolkit OS thing.
Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely going to sample.
Yeah.
Does not make sense not to.
So the reason that the cubes matter is that they are component limited and they're used for a couple of different things. And right now it's going to seem like, oh my gosh, we have so many cubes. Why would you ever not? As we reach the end of the game, you will start to feel the pull.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to use this card to take a command action. So it's taking a command action for that symbol.
Yes, so the command action, you can see is the symbol on the top of the card that matters here. Each of these symbols represents one of the markets, and then each market is further tied to an area on the space station. So you can see up here, the space station, each one of these top areas is connected to 2 of the markets.
I don't think I used a command action last time we played this. So
the entire game?
This was the first time. Yeah, I don't. Maybe there was one.
Okay.
So can you walk me through the command action?
Absolutely. We have our handy dandy rulebook right here. So when you take the command action, it is a pretty simple one. In order to command, you discard an action card that matches the icon of the market and corresponding command center where you wish to take this action. Perform one or both of the following steps. Both are optional, of course. Actions in this game are almost always optional. You may assign one of your available crew cubes to the matching market as a trader, and then you may assign one of your cubes to the command center as an envoy, or recall one of your envoys from that command center to use the command ability. shown in the card next to it. Right now, there are no command abilities. The card slots are just empty. Those come into play at the beginning of the next round.
And is that the same symbol there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so those were my 2 actions that I took.
All right. Yeah, and just make a personal discard pile. I mean, honestly, that is an okay location for your personal discard pile if that's where you want to.
I agree. Well, because I also want to have a discard pile for the starter cards.
Oh, sure. You want to keep your fuel cards separate. Actually, that's a really good point. Because we always get our fuel cards back, but the rest of these are gonna go to a common discard eventually. I guess actually they go to a common discard right when they're played, according to the rules. So I'm just gonna. This is the common discard pile now.
Okay.
Okay. So, in a lot of ways, the core loop of the game is excavate, get traders in place at the markets, and then sell your goods. It's not the only way you can do things, but it is certainly a way you can do things. So I'm going to execute another move here. Actually, yeah, I should do at least some movement. I need to get to some markets. 1, 2, 3. Actually, that market's fine. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna use a 3-cost fuel card for movement. And I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this guy. 1, 2, to here. Sorry, to here. So 1. It's only 2 points of movement. Do I want to spend my 3rd point of movement? I guess so. I played a fuel card that has 3 move on it. So you can see the number on the thing, and the number on the artifact indicates its rarity level. Where the number of that artifact in the deck is, it's like 9 minus the value, right? So this thing that has a 2, there are 7 of these. So this is a really common artifact. So actually, instead of moving from here to there, I'm going to move from here to one of these spaces, this space. Hope to draw something a little bit rarer in the future. I might be able to make something happen on that front. Okay, so that's my fuel move. And then I'm going to take a market action. And my market action is going to be... yeah, this one. So let's talk about the market action. This is a really important one. You interact with the market of the symbol that you placed. You can add a cube to the market as a trader, which is a critical part of selling goods at that market later, but you can also manipulate the buyers at the market. I'm going to do kind of a soft version of this thing, so I am going to place a cube in the market with the symbol that I put down. I am then allowed to add a wild trader to the market if I would like, and then I'm allowed to add a trader of my colored trader of my choice. The traders will purchase goods of the color that they are. For reasons that may become clearer later, I'm going to skip adding a wild trader to this market, but I will add a trader of my desired color. If there are 4 traders in the market and one gets added, they just bump off. It's like a queue. The new one gets added at the back, the front one gets bumped out, and everybody slides forward. And I just want to keep this queue as teal as possible, right? So that was a move and a market. I'm mostly talking to the viewers. I know you get it.
Okay,
I know you get it. You're an old hand. You're an expert.
I am not. You crushed me the last time.
Well, you have played before in any case. So that makes it your turn.
Okay. So, my free move to start with. Just going over here. And this isn't super efficient, but I'm going to excavate.
Okay.
Baby.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
I'm going to put that in the hole. Then I'm going to sample the hell out of that. Boom.
I've almost got a column complete already.
Yup.
Pretty good.
And then, as my second action. You know what? I'm gonna take another command action.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it over here. This might be a terrible idea. We'll find out. I'm not gonna do the envoy this time,
You're
though.
not going to put a cube in as an envoy. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Should I?
I feel like
Hang on.
probably, right?
Well, I mean, because it's majority scoring, right?
Yes.
What are the chances you're going to be in that section
So
of
at
it?
the end of the round, each one of these things is going to score points for the players who have the most
You know
cubes
what?
in them.
I will just in case.
Okay.
Just in case you try to.
Which I was going to explain at a more organic time.
Okay.
But then Amabel's all like, "Hey, what if it was relevant now instead?" So I'm feeling a chagrin here. I'm feeling a little foolish.
Yeah.
I think I made an error. But I'm going to correct it now. I think I made a little bit of a boo-boo. So I'm going to, once again, travel. I'm going to use my other fuel card for movement of traveling. So I definitely want to place somebody here. I think it's going to be you. And then I guess somebody here. And then I have 2 points of movement left over, and I kind of don't need either of them. And I'm wondering about... Let me look at the rules for something really quickly here. I'm wondering if I should maybe make a slight change in my plan. How does the survey action work? It's just a card of a color. Okay, yeah. All right, well, you'll all see that in a second. I'm going to take another market action, I think, at this point. Let's market to this one, the one that looks like a big space gauntlet. I think that's rad. So I will interact with that market. I will place a trader. I will not place a wild buyer, and I will place a buyer of a color. Because the wild buyer would just push the teal one off the front anyway, right?
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to maintain the relative popularity of teal goods at the moment, for reasons that will become obvious in a moment presently. But that was my turn. That was 2 actions.
Okay. So I'm gonna move. My free move is going here,
Okay.
obviously. And I am going to. That's the microphone, right? Or whatever that is. I just call it a microphone. I don't know.
Okay, I can see that. That makes sense to me.
Okay, and using that to do a market action.
At the microphone.
So I'm gonna put cube there. I am gonna put the
Okay.
the white one in the. Hang on. I'm not great at estimating distances, and I'm gonna put a yellow one there. So let me try this fancy. And that is so cool.
This guy just goes back to his appropriately colored line.
And we get the yellow ones.
Okay.
Slowly dragging it along.
So to be clear, we have played this game before. I have a physical copy of this game. We have played it before, but we haven't played it very much. We are very not experts. Incredibly, I might say, not experts.
Speaking of being an expert,
yes,
I have a question about the sell action.
Sure.
Where I discard any card.
You must discard a card. Yeah, nothing about the card matters. It's just you discard a card to play an action.
So it can be one of my fuel cards.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna discard because I don't need them. I play this whole game without moving.
All right, so the sell action. We're going to go through this piece by piece because this is like the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you discard an action card, and then you choose a region. What you're really doing is choosing a color. But
Yeah.
it says choose a region, and everything matters on the color of the region you chose. So you're choosing yellow.
I'm choosing yellow.
Okay. So you've chosen the yellow region. You select one market for each art. You select up to 3 markets, meeting the following criteria. They must have one market for each artifact you wish to sell that matches the color of the selected region. You are pulling out here 3 artifacts. So you wish to do 3. Those markets must have at least one of your traders at them, and they must have at least one buyer that is the color of the goods you want to sell. So obviously you have 3 markets where this is true.
Yes.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you are going to make a heck of a lot of money. Earn credits for the sale. Now you don't make credits per artifact. The sale as a whole it's a single unit of exchange. So first we figure out, where does the chosen region rank in popularity level? Right now, yellow goods are tied for second most popular. With obviously teal goods being the most popular. Anybody who's anybody wants some of those amazing teal goods. If there's a tie for a rank, the tied regions are worth the full credit value for that rank. So this is the second most popular good. So second most popular good sets the base value of the sale at +5.
Okay.
Then you gain 2 credits for each trader at the markets you're trading at that match the color of your sale.
And that includes the white traders, right?
That includes the white traders, yeah. So that's one.
I'm just going to pick them up and move. I
That's
know
fine.
they're not
Yeah,
technically moving yet, but
they do, so.
2.
Yeah.
And then 3, 4, 5.
So that's +10. So you're at 15 for the sale so far.
Okay.
And then, if you sold across multiple markets, you earn additional credits. 2 markets for the sale is 3 credits. 3 markets for the sale is 8 credits. So 5 plus 10 plus another 8 is a 23 credit sale. That is a 23 victory points sale, which is pretty solid. It does not get too much better.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
In addition, you can see here, it's at the bottom of this board, is where it's depicted. In addition, if you sold across multiple markets, you get some more cards. So when you sell to all 3 markets, you get to pick up 2 cards from the deck, put one of them into your hand, and the other one into the shared discard pile.
Okay. So there's the deck.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to pick. Wait, is that draw? Okay, draw 2. Cool beans. Okay.
And you can see the indicator for how many cards are in her hand in the top right here.
Yes. And then these guys go into the space station, right?
Yeah, did you figure out your card? I can do this part while you do that.
I drew my 2 cards.
Yeah, but you only keep one.
Yeah, I know. Okay, hang on.
So I'm saying do that, and I'll do the mechanicals over here.
Specifically, is it draw 2 cards and discard one of those 2 cards, or draw 2 cards and discard a card? Yeah. Okay. So I cannot touch the stuff already in my hand.
All right, and then these guys all go up to the market, the command center that matches the market that they were.
And that's why I was unsure about putting the envoy in with that second command action, because I knew I was going to take the cube from it. But I thought, you know what? Let's hope that's a really good command action. All right, and that is my whole situation.
Okay. Also, these are sold. They are out of the game.
Yep.
They're properly gone. Okay. I am going to take a market action here with this card. Is it this card? Does it matter? It doesn't super matter. I'm going to take it with this card. Yes. Sorry, no, I'm being weird. Okay. So market action with this card. targeting this market, we're going to do the very simple version of this thing. Yes to a trader, yes to a buyer of the wild color, and yes to a buyer of a color of my choice. So once again, that will bump the first one out of the slot and back into the supply. And then with my second action, I'm going to survey. So when you survey, you play a card from your hand. The color is what matters here. There must be at least one card in the Surveyor forecast without a crew cube on it. You will notice the Surveyor forecast down here does not have any crew cubes. And what I do is I replace one of the cards in the thing with my new card. I put a cube on it to mark that this is a card that was used for survey. I claim the low initiative token, which would make me go first. Not so exciting because I'm already going first. Then I draw 2 artifacts from the supply pile, matching the color of our played card, put one of those on a dig site, and then with the other one, I can put it back into the supply pile, or I'm allowed to buy it and put it in my cargo hold at a bit of a cost, double its listed value. It's not ideal. So we're going to do a teal version of this thing. Oh, sorry, I don't put this here. I use the card to do. I'm going to displace the teal card that's already here. I don't actually want to change the color balance of the Surveyor forecast. That is not in my best interest, I don't think. So I put a cube here just to mark that is the thing I did the Surveyor action with. And then I would, at this point, draw 2 tiles from the blue stack ordinarily. However, our ability as the Isisinui Psychics causes us to draw an additional artifact tile and add one of the tiles drawn into our cargo hold for free. So we're hoping to see something, obviously, that isn't one of these, because we'd like to get a clean sample. So I'm just going to shuffle this and then show me 3 tiles. Okay, well, they're all the same thing. So I'm going to put one of them into my cargo hold for free. I'm going to put one of them into the space that it goes in on the board, and I'm going to put the other one back in the stack. Just reshuffle that. Okay, so that's not the most exciting. I was really hoping to be able to finish a column that way, to buy the 4th thing, but
yeah.
I was really hoping to, and one of the things that was left was very low cost. Like I could have paid 6 for this and taken the 5 for free, and that would have been fantastic if we hadn't drawn 3 of that thing. Whatever, it's fine. So that was a market action, then a survey action. I am all done. And in theory, I have affected the surveyor layout for next turn in a way that you'll see how this matters in a minute. But I didn't actually make any changes.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. What's up?
Where did the second... So there's people started over on this market. Was it this?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, I didn't move this. Did you move my...
Oh, I moved your guy instead of my guy from that market.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot which guys we were.
It's allowed.
Thank you for noticing before it caused any further problems.
Yeah. Let's see.
You didn't have a plan at all after your first sale.
I didn't, no.
So, obviously, Amabel gained 23 points from her sale. That's pretty impressive. That's a lot of scoring. That is one of the primary ways of earning victory points in this game. It's just making big sales. But obviously, at the end of the game, if you look at these values here, building out your grid of artifacts is also extremely powerful. Each completed row is worth over 20 points in a game where, like, last time our final scores both started with a 2, right? So you're talking about like 10% of a final score there. In addition to potentially awarding you cards because you're building out your...
Yeah. Okay, hang on.
I won't do it. You can't make me.
Got 3 of those, so you're gonna 9.
You keep your filthy
18,
hands off my markets.
and 9. So you're making even more than I did.
Yes, of course I am.
Okay. Well, then that tells me what I'm doing on my turn.
I'm selling the popular good type. How could it not work out that way?
But first, I have to. Oh, I have to do a move. So I'm allowed to move on my go.
That's true. At the beginning of each of your turns.
I'm gonna go. So hang on. Where's the survey thing? What is coming up?
Purple and teal and orange.
Okay.
Notice that this location here, this bottom yellow location, is linked to these 2 spots on the other side of the board. That's what she, I believe, is about to make use of.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out which of those 2 spots I want to go to. Do I want to do a smuggle this early on? I don't know if I do.
I think that smuggle can be tremendously useful for building out your stuff, and
yeah,
but also there's a lot of orange on the board right now. There's a couple of different artifacts.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do my free move
to there
here. Okay. Yeah, and then the first the first action I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually do a move action. Okay. What the hell? What the heck?
3 fuel.
All right. Yep. So I'm gonna move 1, 2.
Interesting.
3. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
And then I'm gonna do a market action. For this market here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put one of my cubes in there.
Yeah.
And then I'm not gonna add a neutral one, but I will add a purple one.
Okay.
She'll bump off that.
And then
those are my.
You're done?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Well,
do your sale.
Yep, I'm going to play this card in my hand as a sale action, which I think everybody in the entire world understood was coming. Obviously, I am selling teal goods at this station and that station and that station. And it's going to be really kind of a lot of credits. So, first of all, base value of 9 for the most popular goods type. We're getting another 8 credits for the 3 markets. That's 17. And then I am selling to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 traders, which is another 16 credits for a final sale value of 33, if I didn't make any silly mistakes. Which is pretty good. 33 points is pretty good.
Yeah. That is more than I did.
My traders ascend to envoyship in the command centers linked to their markets. And also, the traders who purchased the goods are recycled to the mothership. All right, so the traders, I did not mean to do that. Hold on. Okay, there we go. The traders that are already in the mothership get bounced back into the supply, which is the thing I feel like Amabel could have been helping with. I don't believe you.
I'm trying.
I'm having a hard time picking them up.
Yeah,
There you go. All right. So it'll be another sale before these guys recycle back into the supply. But once they do, obviously, the popularity of teal goods has like well and truly crashed. The traders that are left in all the markets. Slide forward. Okay, and I get to draw 2 cards and discard one of them immediately. Oops, that's right. That command doesn't work like that in this engine. So, these 2 cards. I'm going to be honest with you. Was really hoping to draw something with one of those symbols on it.
Mm-hmm.
For a quick command action to take over rulership of this station here, but I guess that's not happening. So, what do I want to do with these? I just say I'm not wild about them as a whole. I think I'm gonna discard this one. Well, hold on. So I still have an action left, and then I'm gonna be truly out of cards here. So, like, is there... Oh, sorry, my goods are also gone. I should probably, like, remove these from the game. You know what? I'm going to discard this one. And then I'm going to survey with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to... So I can't replace a card that has a cube on it already. But I'm going to replace this cube. Perhaps this is foolish. I'm really seeding the deck with a lot of... Or the situation here with a lot of blues. But I'm hoping that we can find the one thing I'm still missing. Hey, we did. We did indeed. So I will take this into my hold for free, obviously. One of these goes onto the board, and the other one goes back in the stack. I guess it doesn't really matter. So that can go there. This can go back into the stack. I'm going to correct this in a second. But that is the end of my turn, except that when I take this and I sample it, it completes a column, which causes me to draw a card.
Oh. Good job.
Thank you. And then it is your turn.
The last time we played, I completed 0 columns. Someone made sure I didn't complete any columns.
I may have put a boot in here and there when it was appropriate.
All the time with the boot is what I remember.
The thing about a board game is you're supposed to try to win.
This explains a lot about why I lose a lot. Okay. So I'm gonna use this one to take this very simple action to take this thing. I'm gonna sample the heck out of that.
The entire heck right out of it.
Yep.
That's wild.
And then I am going to take a command action.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not, because command requires that specific symbol.
Yes.
Which I do not have.
I hear you, sister.
Am I... No, I'm not...
No, you wouldn't. Never.
Would I do a sale now?
I don't know. Do you want money?
I do want
like
money.
VPs?
Yeah, but it's not going to be very much VPs because... No, it's like tied for 3rd. So that'll be 2, 4. It'll be 4. That is not... Okay, I'm just going to move like a peon.
Okay.
Like a normie. And I'm gonna move... Okay, so hang on. We got orange and blue coming up. This one... You're staying there. That's 2. No, that's 2, 3, 4. That's what I'm doing. Maybe it's a terrible idea, but that's what I got. Those are all my cards.
All right. I have one card in the hand left. I'm going to also take a move action here to...
Oh, wait. If I had done that... If I had done that first...
Yeah.
And moved like so, I could have excavated 2 things.
I don't... Can we maybe not, after several actions are completed, try to rewind time?
No, that's fine. I just realized it is all. I will live with the consequences of my bad decision.
All right. Especially during the other player's turn going, wait, hold on, let me...
Okay, no, you're right. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I am going to take a triple move here, and it's going to be like... I think it's going to be very similar. It's going to be 1, 2... I think I'm going to the same location even. And that is the end of a round. So, at the end of the round, a couple of very important things happen. First of all, the scoring phase. During this phase, the 3 command centers are scored based on envoy majority, and credits are awarded. So you can see here we have a scoring chart for the different rounds. During the first round, envoy majority is worth... simple majority is worth 5 points. So, unfortunately, this doesn't really change anything. I get 5 points for having a majority here. You get 5 points for having a majority there. And then either we both or neither get 5 points here. Those things are the same. So I say let's just each take a 5 and call it good. I could look up what is supposed to happen. In a case of a tie, add together the credits for the tied places. Divide those credits as evenly as possible, rounding down. So I guess technically we each get 2 more credits. Maybe it will matter. There are things you can spend points on in this game, but you accumulate points so much faster. It's never like a worry about running out. It's just, you're reducing your score. And then the game ends, of course, when the 3rd round is over. We go back to the start of the round procedure. First of all, we enable command abilities. So we're going to draw 3 command cards from the stack. I'm going to stay all the way over here so I can't read what these say because they do have text on both sides. There's not like a card back to use to keep them safe. But here's these. So the leftmost thing here is connected to this shady contacts ability. The command ability for the left command center is acquire or offload 2 tiles at the black market using regular prices, including same colors. The command ability attached to the middle one is refresh one of your travel cards. That is, get back one of your cards that is just the fuel symbols. And attached to the right command center, we have bribery. Move or switch up to 2 buyers between markets, but buyers cannot be ejected. That could be really annoying. So, remember, we can activate these abilities by taking a command action and pulling a cube back from the associated command center to fire the ability once. I'm a little concerned about these. Then, after we do that, we reset the buyer queues, which is to say, they all go back to having 3 people in them. So, in every case, this is going to be just adding buyers. So from the buyer deck, this one gets one of these guys. This one gets a wild. This one gets an orange and a red. Thank you. This one gets a wild and a purple. This one gets a red. And this one gets a purple and an orange. Okay. As far as I know, there's not like a quick collapse button in this engine. Tabletopia is one of the online board game engines that I'm definitely like less familiar with. So I'm a little bit clumsy here. Apologies. Okay. So now that we've done that, I do like this dedicated rulebook button though very much. The buyer queues are fixed. Now we resolve the surveyor forecast. Draw 3 artifacts of the matching color from the supply pile. Place the first 2 artifacts face up on matching dig sites. Place the third at the bottom of the matching black market stack. Now this, I think, is going to be kind of a pain in the ass. So that first card is teal, of course. This is well known. These get added to the board. Hope you like that particular helmet. And then this goes into the black market stack. So I think it's like, there we go.
Okay.
Okay. The second card is also teal. Did you know?
I did.
So these go onto the board. And this one goes to the bottom of that black market stack. And then the last card's orange, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So these 2 go onto the board. And this is going to the bottom of the market stack. It's some kind of... What is that? Oh, it's instructions for pooping.
Could not figure out how to pick up both of those.
You have to select a stack of objects before you try to move it.
Oh, okay. This one here.
Yep.
Also go in there. Okay.
Okay. Then, once those are done, I believe the survey cards... Yep, cubes go back to their respective owners. The cards go back to the discard pile. So these are mine. These will become discard pile. Just stack them up for now and move the stack out of the way. And 3 new ones are dealt out. So next round's survey cards are yellow, teal, and yellow. Those can be placed there. These are mine again. Okay. And then I think we're done. I think that's all the round setup. Determine player order, which obviously is based on the initiative tokens. I'm the only one who took one, so I would go to the front, except I'm already at the front. Easy. And then we draft some cards here. So 8 cards from the action deck to each player. Here's the deal thing. And then also... I guess draw 2 also from the deck. They have the thing pre-configured to only deal in 6s, which is weird for a game where you have to deal 8 cards as part of the game rules. But whatever, it's fine.
Okay.
So this is a drafting phase. We're drafting our cards for the turn. So you'll be taking 2 of these, keeping them face down, and then passing me the other 6.
Okay.
Some things changed here. The way the buyers came up and the way the goods came up are both very interesting to me. I think I am keeping these 2 cards. So you can turn stuff over in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's those. And then is there a I guess just like, gosh, there's not really a good way to... Oh, here we go. You can box select things in your hand, and I guess I'm gonna put them.
Here,
I'm gonna put them over
here. You go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We both did the same thing.
Okay.
Wait. How do you quickly draw objects? Sorry.
I've just been dragging them up to my...
Oh, right. Yeah, you can bring them to the area that represents... I try not to do that in Tabletop Simulator. And it's like, it's become such a habit. Why did that... Okay. Deselect all. Flip this one. That's a little clumsy. All right, so...
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
So we care about colors, we care about symbols, right? I kept some cards there for reasons. I'm trying to inform the viewers without telling Amabel any of my critical informations. You can't trust these Amabels, you know? You never know. You never know to whom.
Oh my
To
god.
whom they will give the information. They might even give it to themselves. If she told herself what I was up to, that'd be game over. So we do care about this, I think, quite a bit. I'm gonna take that. And then I might just grab, you don't wanna like lock yourself in too much to a small set of characteristics, but gosh, it sure does seem like that symbol and color are going to be relevant to our behaviors. Now, a big part of the symbols is you just want to have the ability to affect a large enough number of markets. It's definitely a thing to be concerned about. Let's take this one too. Here are some cards for you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm being slow.
No, that's okay. It's a slow way to. This is not necessarily the fastest way I've done a draft online.
Yeah, every online play board game implementation has its particular issues. So I think that's an important one for the same reason as the others we've been saying. And remember, you're keeping 2 of these and throwing the other 2 away. Your hand is going to be the 6 cards you kept from the draft plus your 3 fuel cards.
Yep.
So right now, I have very limited ability to do this thing. I think we're going to take that. To some extent, you're trying to predict an awful lot into the future here. All right. So from this pile, I will simply draw 6. And from this pile, I will draw 3. Okay. Are these your discards here?
Yeah, those are the discards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just gotta go to this thing. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how foolish that was. It might be very. The answer might be hugely. So we have basically only one kind of good that I've ever cared about, and that's a thing that probably has to change. Let's figure some stuff out. I am first. And I think it's going to be like 2 points of travel, 2 points of fuel for travel here to move this figure 1 and 2. And then we're going to do an orange excavate. This card is going to be my orange excavate card. Could you not put yourself on the tokens? Damn.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Sweetie. You don't have to take it so seriously. All right, so we get to sample those 2 goods. I'm feeling pretty all right about that, and that'll make it your turn.
Okay. So I have my move at the start of the thing. I'm gonna move here.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
All right. I'm going to for my first action, I'm going to which these am I going to use? Yeah, I'm going to excavate the purple.
Okay.
So I'm going to take that and sample it. And then for my second action, I'm gonna excavate. Hang on. Which of these am I using? The green or teal.
Okay.
these down here. And I'm going to sample those as well, though I am rapidly running out of the cubes that I need.
I mean, you still have 9. You're doing fine.
Am I? Well,
I
that's my
think
turn.
so. I think you're doing beautifully.
Well, that's very sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to be sad.
Why are you going to be sad?
Just for the hell of it, I think.
Mm.
Just kind of because it's like rad to do so. Because I didn't realize I need a symbol that I didn't take. So I can't quite affect the board in the way that I want to. Short a little bit of that.
I'm moving this card over a little bit because I can't actually see it.
What card?
The card for this one, because like it won't scroll that far for me.
Okay. All right.
Just so I can read it. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to start with a movement here. This is a travel. So this is 1 point of travel for sure. Well, actually, you know what? Given what I have realized about my foolish position, maybe the 3 points of travel. Maybe the 3 points of travel is 4 points of travel. Everybody saw that. 4 points of travel. And I will use it to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to take a market action. And with this card here, I'm going to do a little bit of market manipulation. So let's drop in, first of all, a trader cube. Real good to trade at cube. Secondly, a wild trader. And thirdly, an orange trader. Sending this guy back to the home.
Send him to the home.
I love how much you love Aqua Teen Hunger Force. All right, that's 2 actions from me. Go ahead.
All right. My free move is going to be going over here.
Okay.
And then I am going to do market action.
All right.
Which is gonna put my cube in there. I am. Oh, there aren't any wild traders.
There aren't.
Oh.
A lot of them are in the space station right now.
That is a big sad. Well, I'm putting that one in there then.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first action.
Makes sense to me.
And then I am discarding this card to do a sale action.
Cowardice.
With my two purple.
Okay.
Alright, so purple is tied for second?
Yes, very much so.
So that's 5.
So that's 5 plus 2 stations is 3, or 2 trading posts. That's 3. That makes it 8.
8
plus 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's another 8.
Is another 8. So that is a 16 credit sale, and also you get to draw a card because you sold to 2 stations.
Okay, so let me. Let me get my points and I'll move those. Okay.
And you doing that is going to, those guys are all going to the command center, so that flushes the rest of the contents of the command center back to the supply here.
Okay. And I'm trading these 5 single tokens in for 5.
Okay.
Okay, and then my cubes go over as envoys, and then these guys go over. So let me just.
Yep. So those are both. Here, I'll get the cubes. You take
Well, I got one of them.
Okay, yeah, I guess the way things end up, that's a pretty reasonable situation to just grab them all.
Okay, and then I draw a card, right? So I did 2.
That's correct. In fact, you are required by the game rules. Must draw a card.
1 card. Was that a card that I needed? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
That's my go.
Okay. I'm going to take a market action myself while I'm here at the Big Gauntlet Market, famous of markets. So let's put in a cube, and let's put in a wild, and let's put in an orange, which also bumps this red. And now we have a question. Because I could just sell here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is it better to try to put together a third thing and make the big sale happen?
It might be.
Because, like, part of the problem is I'm not at another market. Another part of the problem is a thing that I don't want to tell you, but it's bad and kind of embarrassing.
What?
I guess it wouldn't really be a problem. We could just do that one. But I made a boo-boo. I made a small error. You know what? I'm going to do it. So that's my sale action, right?
Okay.
Gosh, but it would be 3 actions before I could sell because I need to do a market action. Well, I don't have to do a market action. It would be either move somebody to another market and then market action and then sell, or it would be command action and then sell, right? Just to put together the sale, not to mention actually getting the object, is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that's tricky. That's tricky, but I think I'm okay going for it. So I'm going to take a survey action. We'll see how this works out. We'll see if I suffer badly. So my survey action, I'm going to be placing this orange card into the thing. And we're going to remove the teal one. I don't care for this teal card. So orange card goes into the surveyor thing. Blue cube goes onto it, and we reveal 3 things from the orange. One of them goes into my hold. One of them goes onto the board. The other one might also go in my hold. We'll see. Well, this is the one I'm taking into my hold for free because it's not one I already have. And we'll put this one onto the board. And this one back in the stack. I will not pay for it. So when I take that, of course, I sample it. Making good use of my ability. I assume that the bird, ? Fish? I assume that this creature is responsible for the ability, so good creature. Well done. Who doesn't love the creature? Raise your hands now and be counted. All right, go ahead.
Oh, there. Okay, free move is going here.
Okay.
Action number 1 is doing this to command.
Okay.
Putting a thing here.
Yup.
And I am switching. I am taking the cube out of here.
Okay, so you may move or
Returning it.
switch up to 2 buyers between markets. What makes sense to you? Ah, yep. Sure, I see that.
Okay. Wait, is that what I'm doing?
I don't know. Is that what you're doing?
Maybe. Okay. And then I am gonna out excavate to take this
Teal? Okay.
teal tile, which I'm going to then. I'm never gonna finish any of these columns. You can have all your columns finished. I'll have none finished. Is what's gonna happen to me.
So there are 24, or there are 20 spaces on the thing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You only have 24 cubes in total, I think. And obviously with the way that you're, putting cubes out for other purposes, it's very difficult to actually fill the thing. All right, so that was the end of your turn. That was 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take the sail action here. Or sorry, the command action on this station. So we're just going to tack a buyer on here. And I'm going to send an envoy to this command center rather than removing one. Even though there is a power and I could do power. And then I'm going to sell, blowing everybody's mind. Perform a sale action. So obviously I'm selling orange goods at this and this and this. So let's figure this out. First of all, orange is the most popular color of goods in the galaxy. So that is +9, plus another 8 for 3 stations. So that's 17. And I am selling to 7 buyers. So that's another 14 credits for 31 in total. I guess I will take a 50 and put back 2 10s. And also 1. And, all of the other stuff that happens. So this goes up to this command center. These 2 go up to this command center. Obviously, the buyers are headed up to the space station, which means that the other buyers are getting flushed.
Okay, let me flush those. I did that wrong. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, so these ones are up here now. Popularity of goods shifting rapidly. Yeah. Markets adjust forward, and then I get to draw 2 cards and keep one of them. And that'll make it your turn.
All right, free move is going here, and I'm going to do a market action to put a cube in that market, and I'm going to put a white one and a teal one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a move like a chump.
That is chump-like.
I know, the most chump-like. And I'm going to move 1, 2. Or actually, hang on. Okay, no. Let's just move this 1.
Yep, okay.
Okay, I have 2 more moves, so hang on. Yellow and orange are good? Okay, you're over there for yellow. I'm gonna go 1. And 2. Okay. And those are my 2 moves on my turn.
Okay.
All right.
So I think I am looking at a smuggle action here. Let's just refresh ourselves on the smuggle. You must discard an action card that matches the icon of one of the black markets. You must have an explorer at that market. Then you can offload or acquire up to 2 artifacts. To offload artifacts, you sell them to the bottom of the black market stack for you receive the credits listed on the object. To acquire, you pay credits value +1, and then you can put them into your hold. And you can put them in the black market spaces, which is especially valuable. So, given that I have these symbols, the black market spaces are these rectangles that have shop symbols on them. So I'm going to have to execute a move before I can do this, no matter what. Which is really awkward, actually, because this is such a bummer that this works out this way. Because I want to survey with one of these cards. All right, well, we're doing it. I think it makes the most sense for me to... Oof, that's awkward. Spatially, I think it makes the most sense for me to use this one. But I don't have any of the symbols on that one. So I think I'm discarding this card for a move. Moving you to here. And then I still have 2 points of movement left over. And those 2 points of movement are going to be like 1, 2, I think. And then here's my black market action. So I'm using that black market, and I'm in acquisition mode here. I'm buying. So first of all, I'm gonna buy this one because this is the one orange tile I don't have yet. So that's gonna cost me 6 coins. That's fine. I love paying points instead of receiving points.
I like that for you too. Follow your dreams.
That completes that, and I'll be getting a card. I'll be getting a card in a moment here. And then the values here are based on like the overall rarities. So I want to swing for the high value rows, but probably I should not fly too close to the sun. I'm going to buy this, I think, as well. So that's going to be another 6. And I will sample it and I'll put a cube here. I really don't like how the objects are oriented to your viewpoint. That's very disconcerting every time I touch a thing. Okay, and I draw a card because I completed a column, but it is your turn. I am out of actions.
All right, free move is going here. I have a question for you before I take my turn.
Mm-hmm.
What? So how does one get the initiative marker?
You take the survey action.
Oh,
sorry.
well,
I should have already taken this because I have surveyed once.
Okay, yeah. So
you will not get to go first. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That feels about right. All right, so
I am playing the survey faction, right?
Yeah, I'm playing the move a little bit faction, and I think I'm doing okay. I'm doing better than I did the first time we played for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna take a market action.
Okay.
And I'm adding, to everyone's surprise, a white and a teal.
Sure.
And then I'm discarding this card to take a sale action.
Okay.
And I'm going to sell, because I have 3 markets with teal people at it and my cubes. So I'm doing 3 of them.
Yep.
And teal is the tied for the second.
Once again, you managed a second, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 5.
Plus 8 for the thing is another 3. Sorry, is another 8, so 13.
13. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is another 14? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. So 27 in total.
Okay, well that's neat. 20, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna put these 5 10s back and take a 50.
All right, I I'm relocating the traders to space where they belong. This envoy moves up to here, this envoy moves up to here, and this envoy moves up to here.
Okay. Oh, and then I draw 2 cards and keep 1.
Yes.
All right. All right, which of these are going to be of any use to me?
Indeed.
All right. Guard that one. Keep this one, and it's your go.
All right. I am taking a single survey action for my turn. So I will be dropping this red card into the row, discarding the very similar yellow card. Guess I'll go ahead and mark it with a cube, as I am required to do by the game rules. And let's get a red good, and also seed the pool for some red goods. So 3 tiles up. I'm going to take this one for my hold. Well, So one of these is going on the table. Yes. All right. I'm going to put this one on the table. I'm going to take this one into my hold for free. And then I'm going to pay the 5 to also buy this one. So here's some money tokens. There you go. That's 5 of them. And we are definitely marking these, and I am actually getting like pretty close to out of cubes. So it's that, and it's that. Yeah. That's my survey action. And the end of my turn, and the end of my round.
Okay. So I can't actually.
This was a sale, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so for my free move, I'm gonna move here, and I'm just gonna use this card to excavate. Yeah, that tile. There's one tile, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which I'm going to sample.
So you have 4 cubes left. I have 2.
Yeah.
It's getting a little close.
Getting a little goofy.
Okay. And are you then out for the round?
I am out for the round.
Okay, so scoring phase. So this round, there is 10 points to the first player and 5 points to the second player in each of these locations, which is to say I get 20 and you get 20.
Oh, that's not so bad then.
Yeah, that's a perfectly reasonable outcome. Okay, and then we are moving into the final round here. So one more time, this beginning phase thing that happens, and I'm just going to scroll right past it.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, the command abilities. These cards flip and become something more powerful.
I was trying to help.
All right, so this one. Gain 3 credits, then acquire or offload up to 3 tiles at the black market, including same colors. This ability is now refresh all of your travel cards. And this ability is now move or switch up to 4 buyers between markets. Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I am the only one who had a token, so the initiative order does not change. Reset the buyer queues. It is time to reset the buyer queues. So there is one card left here. It puts out a yellow buyer. And then yeah. Yellow and then orange. That one's already at 3. This one gets a yellow. This one gets a purple. And then an orange. And then a teal. I got the orange here. This one gets a red and then a white. And finally, an orange and then a teal. All right, there's your final market. Yeah.
Okay.
So I gotta get these to stack up now, and it's gonna take like forever.
And then we have the survey.
We have the, hold on a second. I gotta get these to stack up now, and it's gonna take like forever.
Are we using the cards ever again? Do they need to stack up?
Don't argue with me. Probably not. No, probably that didn't need to happen, but it would bother me if we didn't. Yeah, now is the surveyor forecast. So for each card, 3 things.
I'm trying
so
3.
First yellow.
Okay.
So these 2 go on the board.
Okay, those were not the ones I was hoping for.
And then the third one to go on the bottom of the matching black market stack.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Second card is orange. So that and that go on the board. And this goes here. Awful lot of helmet. And then the final card is red, I believe. Yes. So that and that go on the board. And this goes on the bottom of the appropriate stack. Okay. And now I get these cubes back, which is fun. Super good to have cubes. There is no more surveyor forecast because there's not going to be another turn.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we don't deal out more cards. But secondly, if you take the survey action now, the survey card just goes to the discard pile. And it no longer eats your cubes, which is wonderful. And then we have a determining of turn order, which we already did. And finally, the refilling of the player hands. Fun, fun, fun.
Yay!
So deal 6. And then draw 2. And if you could please also draw 2.
Yeah.
So, we definitely have some questions here. Some things we got to work out.
Okay, it's not giving me the draw symbol. It's giving me a flip, rotate, and a lock.
That's only one card is probably why. Take that card.
Oh, okay.
And one of these things happens, All right, take one more card off of that. Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty sure that we want to keep this card for all of the possible reasons. And then I think that means that we need other things like this as well, although probably it's this one. I'm trying to share strats with the viewers. They know what's up, and they're definitely all paying attention and not like just using this as second monitor stuff while they're, playing some kind of farming game or something.
There are farming games?
There are. There are farming games. The thing about you is I can never tell if you're joking. That might be legitimate. You might really not know that there are farming games. Did you take a last card?
Well, I did not mean to. It just did it.
Oh, okay. I see. No, that's mine.
Oh, okay.
You only handed me 5 cards.
What?
Is what I was
How?
saying. I don't know.
Okay.
But now I have 6 cards.
Okay.
What are you squawking about?
Oh, there should be like a dragon thing.
It is weirdly hard to get stuff to flip over in this game, in this engine. So we're very sensitive to
from before. Okay, every time I put a card down, it draws a card into my hand. This is very strange.
Have you selected? Do you still have the deck selected? Make sure you're not select. Make sure you have nothing selected.
I have nothing selected.
Okay. Then just to handle it, please. I really don't know what I can do for you.
Okay.
Listen, this games playing engine is a foreign beast to us. I can't tell it what to do. It's not going to listen to me any more than you are.
I always listen to you.
Okay. All right.
Is that not? Gosh.
I apologize for how difficult of a time you're having here. It's a real bummer.
Those are mine. Okay, and then select these, and then flip them, and then drag them over here. Okay, there you go.
Okay, thank you. So remember, keep 2 of these, throw the other 2 away. Flip. Nope, okay. Flip. It won't flip over if you press the flip button during the little animation of it becoming your primary targeted thing, which is part of the issue. So I definitely need to make sure that we have symbols for... Yeah, I want to make sure I can do this. This got a little weird. We're going to take this one. And then also this one, I think. And with the other ones, we shall recreate the discard pile. Then I shall move so that the discard pile is in an orientation that makes some kind of sense. There we go. All right, I'm totally ready to go.
Okay.
These are your...
Okay. Yeah.
All right. You gonna do it, Amabel? Are you going to defeat me? You have way more points than I do right now. That's for damn sure.
Not. I have like.
We can see each other's scores.
I have like 17 more points than you. 19 more points than you.
You have like a whole sales more points than me.
It's gonna be close.
Like 4 whole actions ahead of me on points.
It's gonna be close. Were there 2 more, or do we throw away the 2 cards?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Just like every other time.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forget things.
Sweetie, it's okay. I'm not actually teasing. Like I'm teasing you, but I'm not like.
Mm-hmm. I see how it is. Take your turn.
Damn. Get me all flustered and turned about so that I can't play games good. Unlike normal. when I'm great at things. Everybody says so. Well, I'll tell you. No, I know it's a lie. That was the joke.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll tell you. I gotta do some moving here. We got a lot of motion to cover. So I'm gonna start with a 4-point travel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not gonna be enough to get me to where I need to be. It's actually really a pain to get into this area, like the red area. I only have 4 points of movement and I need 5, I think. And sadly, there's nothing I can do about that. I can't like cheat that the way you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's no cheaper way to do that. The other problem is that this black market is in the actual middle of nowhere. It's maybe the least convenient spot to get to anywhere from. To get from any way to, well, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Okay, so then I need to make another action here. And I think that other action is going to be... It's going to be move again. I'm not entirely jazzed about the symbols I was able to pick up, the market symbols. Didn't get quite what I needed. So if I'm going to do this, I need to go 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I don't mean to be so slow, but
You're fine.
Trying to do a lot of weird math. Yeah, okay. It's going to be 3 fuel travel. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. So that was my whole turn. Just moving around.
My free move, I'm going over here.
Yep.
And then I'm playing this card for movement. Can you believe such a thing?
I can.
I'm moving 1.
The positions things are in naturally suck.
And then 2.
Okay.
Alright. I am going to yeah, I'm using this one to excavate.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this one and this one.
Sure, makes sense to me.
And I have the cube to sample that. Just barely. Alright. That was my whole deal.
Alright, I'm excavating red to take this and this. Wait. What am I doing? I needed to move another point. Well, I'm not doing that yet. Hold on. I will be doing that presently. Spoilers. So I'm going to take a market action, is what I'm going to do. And place a cube here, and a neutral buyer here, and a red buyer here. That's what we're doing. And then I'm going to move. I couldn't have done all the moves at once anyway because it was 8 total points of movement. So I had to spread it over 3 turns. So yeah, that's that. And then I'm going to spend 2 fuel for a double move. And it's going to be you to there and you to there. Go ahead. That's 2 actions.
All right, I am discarding this card with the microphone on it.
Sure.
To take a command action.
All right, command that action.
Alright, so I'm gonna put cube there.
Nope, here.
Oh, microphone. Yes, thank you. And I'm going to remove this cube.
Yep, to do some lucrative contracting.
It gives me 3 credits.
Then acquire or offload up to 3.
I have a question about the sequencing of that. I cannot acquire something and then offload it.
No, it's acquire and offload are different. Like you are doing 3 acquires or 3 offloads.
Okay, well I'm gonna do
Because they're different.
this acquire for 5 or is it 6? Is it one more than the?
It says using regular prices. So yeah, it'll be +1, so 6.
Okay. 6, which I will sample.
And that will draw you a card.
Yeah, do I do that now or do I finish the action?
I think you draw it now.
Okay.
I think you get the information as soon as you complete the column.
Okay, that's something. And I could acquire one more because I only have 1 cube. But do I want to do that?
I mean, you can acquire stuff even if you can't sample it. Also, remember, you're picking this stuff up from the black market, so it can go in the black market only spaces in your hold. Which you may as well, right?
Yeah. You know, I think I'm only going to acquire that one, because I need to... So that was my first action. Was that command that let me do that.
Yep.
Okay.
What is action number 2?
Action number 2 is a market action.
That's the squishy worm market.
Yep.
A lovely day at the squishy worm market.
I'm gonna put a white one in there, and yeah, you already guessed what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the orange one in there as well.
Okay.
All right, and that was that go.
All right, now I'm excavating. Now that I'm in the places that have the right things. Sorry. So those are going to go here and here. I am going to go ahead and sample them because I love sampling. And that's going to get me a card. And then Amabel, I might have too many cubes devoted to this. So I have 1 cube left in the world. And I think it might be time to take my own command action there, actually. It really is a shame the way this is working out. I think it's going to be this card. I also command the microphone. So I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to also rescind an envoy for the fancy ability to sell stuff. So I'm going to gain 3 credits. I'm going to gain 3 credits and I'm selling. I'm just selling. So it's going to be 3 plus 15.
Okay.
So I'm going to put back these 2 1s and these 3 10s and just take a 50. Okay. So that's action number 2, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're up.
Okay.
Cube. 1 one single solitary cube.
How does the sell action for the black market work again? So the black market action, but with the...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, actually, I screwed up there a little bit. These are supposed to have gone on the bottom of those stacks. But yeah, you sell the goods for the amount on their face.
Okay.
So it is a net loss to buy an item and then sell it back. But it's not a huge loss.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need to get your hands on something for a second so you can sample it.
Okay, and this is gain 3, then acquire or upload up to 3 tiles, including same colors. Okay. So actually, I could.
Because ordinarily they have to be, if you do the normal version of the smuggle action, they have to be items of different colors, I believe.
Alright, so I'm going to use the microphone to command once again. I'm not putting one out there.
Okay.
I don't have any cubes.
Yep.
I'm taking this cube back.
Okay.
I now have a cube. I'm taking my 3 credits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am selling this one and this one for 10. It's a 5 and 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah, for 10 credits.
Okay.
So that was my first action.
And you got the 3 extra credits too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Got extra credits, baby. Oh, did I do my free move?
I don't know, did you?
I don't think I did. Because I was already there at the start of... Yeah, so... It was important that I did that, so I did my free move.
Okay.
Okay, and then... Oh. I'm sorry. I did my free move.
Okay.
This is the card I wanted to do a market action, which I'm going to add the cube I just got back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to... Wait, am I doing that? Yes, I just commit. Just commit and do the thing. I'm adding an orange
Okay.
person to the back. I think that was a suboptimal move, but you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. We keep the game going.
Okay.
All right.
And then I am going to do a market action. It's gotta be this one. This one can't possibly matter. So yeah, market action at that market, where I do have a person place my last cube as a trader. We cannot place a neutral, but I can place a red trader, and then I'm gonna do a sell. We are sailing away. Systematic corruption is so funny, and I have not been able to play with it the whole game, and I'm very disappointed about that. I think I'm going to spend this card to do that. This is my sell card. So obviously I'm selling 3 reds to the 3 markets that there are blue cubes in. Oh, wait, there's not a red. Maybe I'm not doing that. But I still need to sell.
You still need to sell.
Yeah, I think I still need to sell. I just get a double sale instead of a triple sale. That's fine. That means I shouldn't have put this cube out when I did the command action, though. So, yeah, 2 goods. We're going to sell the ones with the lowest face values. So it's this one and this one are going to the buyers. Be gone, you rascals. Okay, so that is the most popular goods type. 9 plus 3 for 2 stations is 12. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 active buyers is another 12. That is 24 credits, that sale. You get to go here. You get to go there. The first time in the whole game I have ever had a cube in the right command center. Sweetie, could you please clear the
Oh, yep. Sorry.
space station? The guys from the
Yep.
space station.
Yep.
Okay. So that was 24 monies for me. And I get to draw a card. Huzzah. Cool. That's a cool card. All right. And that was my second action. I went market and sell, so it is your turn.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to... Okay, so free move. Gonna be here. And then I am going to move one. Hang on.
Okay.
That card. Okay. Then I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Alright, and then I'm using this card to
Smuggle.
smuggle.
Okay, so when you do a normal smuggle,
Mm-hmm.
just to refresh rate here.
Yeah. It needs to match the symbol. I need to have the person there.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
So offload up to 2 artifacts of different regions from your possession to the black market, or acquire up to 2 artifacts of different regions from the tops of the stacks. So they can't be the same color when you're doing the normal version of the action.
Yeah. I'm just gonna buy this for
Okay.
5. For reasons!
I can't imagine.
Okay, so that was my first and my second action. That was my turn.
Okay. Well, see, now that's interesting. When you take the command action, if you have no crew cubes available, you may reassign security cards from your gallery, but you cannot reassign traders to the markets or envoys from the command centers. It looks like there is no text here indicating that you can do those in whatever order you like. I would like it very much if I could take those actions in any order. Just real quick here. Read all the text. No, it doesn't. It doesn't say. All right. That's a shame. I would really like to be able to take an envoy and then use him as a trader.
Yeah, I bet.
But I assume that this is designed the way it is so that you don't do that. Okay, well... Gosh, I wish I had a cube. Or that I thought it was worthwhile. It would be a big loss to reassign any of my cubes. Yeah, it would be a big loss. So I have 2 actions. I am thinking As much as I want to get cute with this, I want to try to do a bunch of like damage to your position. I think it ends up just not being worth it. I think I want to do a command action here. Just recalling an envoy. To allow me to take the special version of this action, get 3 credits, and offload 13 more credits worth of tiles to the black market. Right, so here we go. Okay, so that's 16 credits. 10 and a 5 and a 1. And then I will survey. Pretty sure. This goes there. Yeah, survey with this card. So we're just flipping yellow tiles. Looking for something in particular here. Hey, I found it. I will take this into my hold for free. I will sample that. And then this one goes onto the board, and this one goes back in the stack. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Free move is going here.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to command to take a cube back.
Yep.
From there. Lets me move the up to 4. Well, all that's really going to happen here is this guy's going over here. Join the party. You know what? Just to... There we go. 4. Just for funsies. And then I'm going to sell.
Wow.
I'm going to sell these 3. Orange is the second.
Yep.
Which is all I see to be able to do is the second. So it's 5 for that, and there are 3 markets, so it's another 8. So that gives me 13 so far. Am I right?
Yeah, sorry, yes, 13.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Buyers is another 14, so 27.
Alright. Cool.
I don't think it's likely to matter, but let's go ahead and move these guys around the way they're supposed to get moved around. Okay, this cube ends up here. These 2 up here. Markets get adjusted forward.
Get my 27.
These tiles go
there's
to
a 10.
buyers.
Okay, I'm going to put these back to get a 50 and then get my other 10. 25. 7. And then, I draw 2 cards. Keep 1. Are any of these good? Or are they both things that suck balls?
It's a fair question.
Hang on. That costs 10. That will cost me... Okay, yeah. So I'm going to put that one back and keep this one. Yes. Okay. Alright. Your turn, sweetie.
Okay, I don't believe I can do anything that will score me points with my last card, but artifacts in your hold is a tiebreaker, is first tiebreaker, so I'm going to survey. We'll take the one with the highest value for free. Thank you. And I'm out. That's my game. Did not have a scoring play with my final card. So what have you got?
I'm deciding which of these things I'm going to do. Well, I know I'm going to do. I know I'm going to free move back to the market.
Sure, yeah.
I was really hoping for a card let me get the red artifact without going to the market. But then, am I buying the red one or am I buying the purple one? So the red one cost me 2, but will give me up to 5 points. The purple one will cost me 6, but will get me +4 and then +5, give me 9, so it gives me a 3 points ahead. So red is better?
Seems like.
Okay. I'm so bad at math, so... Alright, so I'm taking...
I will admit I was not listening to you. I just said seems like. I trusted your math.
You know better than that. That's... Okay.
I'm doing math in my own head. I'm just like only half listening.
Alright.
I apologize because that's rude.
Because if I had more than... Wait. Okay. No, I can't. I can't do that. No, it's the wrong command thing. Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Done then?
That's the end. Yes.
Okay. So, final scoring. 15 coins for being first, 10 coins for being second. It does still matter because you have to have at least 1 cube in the thing to score at all. So this ends up being 15, 15, and 10 for you. That is 40 coins for you. And 15, 10, and 10 for me. That is 35. So 1, 2, 3, and 5. I think that they should put more coins in this mod
than are in the game. Yeah.
Well, no, the game has a lot more 50 tokens than this mod does.
Huh.
That's, I think, where the main pain point comes across here. So can you make that work? Do you have enough stuff over there?
Yeah, I'm making it work.
Okay. All right, have you got your coins worked out?
I got those
for the scoring phase.
For the scoring phase, yes.
Okay. Then the only thing that happens from there is the scoring out of the galleries. So I have, let's see here. We're going to do this out loud. I might want to, here, I'm going to keep track of it in our Discord call. I know that's not ideal for the viewers. I guess we have a message thing over here. This will work. Okay, so scoring my rows first. I have a 5-point row and then a and when you press buttons, it just takes you right. You didn't want to type there anymore, did you? And then another 5-point row, and then another 5-point row, and a column that's not worth anything, then a 15-point column and an 18-point column, and another nothing and a 15-point column. So all those numbers, mathematically, math-wise, add up to what, like 45, 68, 86, I think, if I can do math. And that, combined with my score of 150, 160, 175, is some numbers. Try and tell me it's not. It's 261.
Okay. All right.
Right?
So
Does that seem right to you?
That seems. Sweetheart, I can't even do like 27 plus 18. Those numbers, I can't even do that. So don't I trust you on the math. One of us is good at it, and it's not me. So Rose, I have 12 points and 10 and then 5.
Okay.
And then columns, I have 8 and 6. Nothing there. 3 and 15.
Okay, so your gallery score then is going to be 12, 27, 35, 41, 44, 59, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, and then I have 150, 160, 171 on top of it.
Okay, plus 171. I probably should put all the numbers in the chat log would be a good idea. Is 30,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was a little worried in phase 2, in like the middle of round 2. We didn't move this thing, but it's supposed to be the round tracker. I was a little worried in the middle of round 2 because you had done one more sale than me as we were closing the round, and I was looking at my situation and I was like, I don't think I can sell more than one more time the whole game, probably, just because I'm so tight on cubes that I can't afford to place traders. So if she sells again in the third round, she's going to be so many dollars of total sales ahead of me. But sales are not the only thing. The black market, being able to offload a bunch of cubes onto lucrative contacts was tremendously helpful. Because I really needed to sell a lot of tiles.
Yeah, and I still couldn't quite get the gallery scoring to work for me. You did very well with that, I think.
Thank you. It felt very efficient.
Yeah.
Their survey is so useful. The psychic ability is incredibly powerful.
Yeah. And definitely there are a couple of moves I made that where like it was very I screwed that up, but I wanted to keep it, moving. So I still would have lost, but I would have lost by less maybe.
Okay, well, I do appreciate the concern for tempo. Hopefully this was fun to watch. Hopefully people had a good time here in this playthrough of Excavation Earth, which has just now hit the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, well,
listen, it's good. It is good as a person who really, really relishes, like when I find on YouTube a really good store of second monitor content. I think these are good second monitor content. That's a legitimate niche to be in. So I think that right there is where we're going to call it for today. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining. I had a good time. Amabel, did you have a good time?
I had a good time, yes.
Okay, so we had a good time, and if you didn't, what is wrong with you is the question.
Yeah.
Hang your head in shame. Don't do that. Don't use shame as a motivator. I love you all. Or I don't, but I would if I could. When you come back next time, we're going to do it again. This is not the only one of these we're going to do. We're going to do like 1 or 2 more of these, and then it's back to Thief. It's back to Thiefing. But I just need a little break where I could like do something that's a little less combat heavy, a little less brutally violent than Thief turns out to be. So yeah, come back for that, and we'll see you then.
Bye.